Hello everyone, this is Belinda the Aussie Stitcher back with my third video. This will be the beginning of my monthly videos that I will be doing. I will be showing my whips updates, my new start. Yes, even after the crazy 7, I have done a new start. I will be showing my finishes that I have in my house. I will be showing a little bit of haul and just a little bit of what's been happening in my family in the last week. More of a, if something's odd with your kids, just get it checked out kind of thing. Something that we think we do, but we don't always. I'm trying to speak louder today because someone commented that my video was very quiet, so I'm trying to be a bit more vocal. So didn't get a lot of stitching done last week. I ended up having to take my second daughter, Iona, through to the Geraldton Hospital, and then we had to drive down to the Children's Hospital in Perth, which is the Princess Margaret Hospital, or PMH. She's been diagnosed with Graves' disease, and I did debate whether to tell you because obviously it's a very, who cares kind of thing when you're here to watch stitching. But someone at school kind of noticed that she was looking a bit thinner, her eyes were looking a bit bigger, just noticing some differences, and said, hey, maybe get her thyroid checked out. And I'm like, yeah, no, she's fine, I see her all the time, she looks fine. And we ended up just for a peace of mind getting her thyroid checked out, and yeah, she's got Graves' disease, which sounds a lot worse than what it is. The person who discovered it, last name was Graves, and obviously that's a good name to give something. She's going to be fine. She's on tablets to help her out. We're just going to have checkups. There's a really good chance that she could outgrow it, being 7, and it's like young. It's just really rare in kids. There's like 25 kids in WA with it on PMH's books. And at the minute, Iona's the youngest. Hasn't always been the youngest, just the youngest at the moment. So we kind of went, you know what, we're just going to do a general announcement. We've told nearly everyone. It's on our Facebook page as well. Not that we're friends with anyone outside our friends, but we just want people to be, I suppose as parents, you're used to what your kids look like, their behaviour and everything. And just when someone says, hey, your child looks a little bit different or something, don't just knock it out. Don't obviously rush to the doctor and get them checked out either, but take it on board and, it could be nothing, can it? It could be something like what Iona has. Anyway, enough of that. So I've had, besides last week, I think I've had quite a productive week. I was going to do my video on Tuesday. Today is actually Thursday, the 4th of August. I really should start with that. But I really wanted to finish the Lakeside Needlecraft Fantasy Cell, the August square. It came out. It's gorgeous. So I really wanted to do that, and I've done that. And I think that's it. We'll show you some whips now. So my first update is my pumpkin cell, and last time I showed you I had only done a little bit of July's Egypt, and I got it finished. Lots of yellow. Lots and lots of yellow. And that's it up to date. It is stitched on 28 Cashel Ale from Picture This Plus. Beautiful fabric. I know a lot of people had issues with it at the beginning. They were saying it was really soft, or there was a lot of issues fraying. I haven't had an issue with it. yet. Touch wood. New start. Sophie has really asked me to have her letter done for her birthday, which is in between the Christmas and New Year week. So I'm doing this secretly. I only stitch it at night when I know she's definitely asleep, or on the day she's at school and Michaela's not even around, so no one knows I'm stitching this. So this is it. And I'm stitching this on Scarlet by Picture This Plus. And this is what I've done so far. It's working out to be quite a quick stitch because it's a lot of it is just like, it looks like there's a lot of colour, but it's just those Colour Classic Works colours. And I know I said I wasn't going to show you needles, but the reason why I've got the Princess Bride is because it's one of Sophie's and my favourite movies together. So I thought I'd use that. This is quite a big piece, so I'll be able to easily get another letter on here or use it for something else. But I've done half of what is in the pattern that says to do, and it's obviously the one with the less stitching. So the next half is going to be obviously the rest of the S and the fairies, which is going to be a lot more. I am trying to finish off this month one of the Mill Hill beads kits, so that I have a little bit of experience with beading. Never done it. So I thought if I start on something like that, get maybe that coffee or the Santa or both finished, just a little bit of experience. Everyone says it's easy, but when you've never done something before. Now, I also worked on my Santa, and I'm really trying to work on this one at least a couple of days just to get through that revolting tree. I hate tree. I was over the tree with my other ones, which when I show you, you'll understand. And if I can get it, this is where I was up to. I know, a lot of people just stare at a picture. I'm not that tech savvy. And this is what I got done. Tree. Not a lot of tree. I only worked on it for like 3 days and then I was over it. But I figured if I just plug away at it, you know, day here, a day there, once that tree's done, hopefully I feel a little bit more enthusiastic about it. I also worked on a Christmas Blue Angel by Joan Elliott. And I think I did some really good progress on that. And the fabric is 32 count Belfast Opal, and it's from that UK company which I have really difficulty saying its name, so I'll just post a link to it underneath in the descriptions so that you can check them out if you want. Now, my fantasy self. I had so much fun with this. Now, last time you saw this, I just had the circles done, and then I went and did a bit of the border. Isn't that border just beautiful? Just lots of little detail. And then August came out, and there is August. If I can just get it without too much crinkles. There we go. And it took me 3 days to stitch, but that's because I really, really focused on it. And that is what I got. And this is stitched on 32 Belfast Opal, Hole in the Sky by Colour Cascades, which is in Perth, WA, Western Australia, in case WA means something else. Okay, and that was my whips and new start. Now my haul, I do the monthly mystery fabrics from Colour Cascades, and this one is June's. I got 2 together because she did a massive sale and got a little bit behind, as you do when you have a massive sale. This is just 32 Belfast. It's a pretty colour. I've just changed my order to 28 Joberlin, just so that I have a different, I'll do a couple of them and then I'll change to another stitch count so they have a couple of different. This one is quite dark. This is the July one. I'm not sure what I would stitch this on. It's a little bit darker than I normally would use. Again, it's 32 Belfast, but you never know. If I use something with a lot of white colours, light colours, then I think I would use this. You never know. Something I like about the fabric of the month, yes, it's colours. You open it and you go, ooh, not quite sure if I would use that. But, you know, it gets you thinking, gets you outside of your box, and that's not a bad thing. Okay, and that's it, that's my haul. Very little, as I said, I don't normally have a lot of haul. My last video was the exception. So, finishes. I don't have all my finishes with me. I've given 2 or 3, maybe 4 away. I can't really think. So I've only got what I've got here. Now my first ones I'm going to show you are my stockings I did my girls. This one's Sophie's. And it's beautifully finished off. Thank you, Mum. I can't use a sewing machine. My mum did that. This one is Iona's. And I went for the different Santa so I could get away from the red. But I still had a Christmas tree. And hers is bigger because I did hers on a bigger count. I didn't like the Ada that it came with. So I just went for a bigger count. And this one is Michaela's. Now all of these are the Gold Dimensions kits. Again, I subbed out the fabric, where wheels I'm doing in the fabric it came in. They were a joy to stitch, not the tree. That's why I'm struggling with Will's tree. All of them had a Christmas tree in it, and I don't know why, but when I had Iona, I had to do a Gold Dimensions kit and it had to have a Santa in it, and all the Santa ones have Christmas trees, and that's just where we're up to, I suppose. Not having any more kits, so we'll not ever have to do another Santa tree again. Now these are my other finishes that I have. This one is another Dimensions, but this one was one of those Charm and Charts kits, and I have no idea. I think somehow it's called Spirit of the Wolf. Really enjoyed that. I love wolves, so I really enjoyed doing that one. This was my second ever finish. Hasn't been framed yet. This is another dimensions one. First time using charms, metallic thread, which was just the biggest pain in the rear end to ever use. This was a nightmare. And this was my first ever finished. I started it when I was about 12, 13. Finished it when I was 16. And I have no idea what it's called. I think someone said it's maybe a Stony Creek one. And that's it for me. I went looking for that whip that I forgot about and I can't find it. So my goal is by the next video to find out where I've put it. Somewhere really, really safe, obviously. I also want to do a big thank you to all the people who have watched my last 2 videos, the comments. It's been amazing. And the subscribers, I didn't think I would get as many as I've got. I've got, I think, over 300 now. That surprises me. Thank you very much. It's been fun, a bit scary to redo this and be in front of the camera. But thank you for watching and subscribing, and the comments and the helpful comments like being too quiet. Hopefully this one is a little bit better and you can hear me a lot better. Anyway, thank you for watching and I'll see you next month. Bye.